What's it telling me my health is at? Good old 0. I guess I'll just have to reset my needs. Not worry about food and water for a little bit. No, I don't want to do invincibility or anything. I'll just reset my needs for now. We'll wait one more day. Somebody said they had to go away within 2 days. We're not quite to the 2-day point yet, so we'll wait it out a little bit longer. All right, getting back to business. Despite our issues with that particular thing, whoops. Get rid of the emergency oxygen bag too. I don't really have that. Alright, so to recap for folks that have joined in late, we're doing the Migo camp challenge or scenario. So we started here in this Migo encampment trapped inside the building, which we scroll and scroll and scroll. You can even still get a look at it. Somehow my map memory hasn't faded. So we started inside here, trapped. We managed to get out. We had to wait out an entire day. We had to wait for nightfall before we made our escape. There's actually multi-floors to this. We waited up on the top floor where the temperature, we could get the best temperature gradient we could manage. And then we escaped out this doorway. And the reason we didn't go during the daylight is because there was about, I don't know, 8 or so Migos just south of us here. And if we had left in the daylight, they would have immediately saw me and chased me down easily because my speed was super, super low. So we had to wait for nightfall, and then we made our escape. And we had located a magic cabin over here, so we just ran west and then came down to the magic cabin, and we're trying to keep ourselves alive. We were completely naked in the snow. It's a winter start, so naked in the winter, not a good combo. We're just about there. The problem we're running into is this smothering air debuff that you get by starting in the tower not going away. We've been gone for almost 2 whole days now, and we're still getting this negative air effect, and it's causing non-stop nausea, so I can't eat or drink. Everything I eat or drink just gets thrown up again. So if this doesn't go away, we're kind of done, because I'm not going to keep fiddling with game settings. Try to get rid of it, but there's no debug way that I can get rid of it. I might summon up one more royal jelly, and if I see the nausea go away, we'll quickly eat it and see if it has any effect. But I suspect it's not coded to take care of this either. So I think we're stuck until or unless that thing goes away. So we're just kind of in survival mode now. I'm going to try to ignore it as much as I can. I'll debug as little as possible to keep myself going, and then we'll go from there. I already did the oxygen tank. We tried an inhaler. We tried an oxygen tank. We tried royal jelly. None of it has had an effect. So we're kind of stuck. So let's get back to business of just the normal trying to stay alive in the wintertime in the cold. Yeah, I wish there's no choice of debug or wait it out. It's a choice of wait it out. You tell me what buttons to push in the debug menu to make it go away, and I'll press those buttons. As far as I'm aware, there's no way in the debug menu to make that effect go away. Ooh, cause asthma attack. That's what I need. Give myself the flu. But, yeah. No way to specifically get rid of that particular effect. If royal jelly won't do it, damn near nothing will. So if I see the nausea gone, we'll summon up some royal jelly and try one more time. Alright, hopefully, though, in another day or so, we'll just see it go away passively. So back to business. So we got our fire. I still have the problem with the water, but we're going to semi-ignore that until we solve this smothering air nausea problem. I'm going to set that aside and we'll get some other stuff done. So what would be next? We need to get some clothes put together. So as you can see on our map, our choices are pretty limited. The only other things we can see are a cabin and a private resort. I have no interest in trying to go into the private resort. Way too many zombies going to be in there for this guy to deal with. Especially in his current condition. So we basically just need to decide how far we can push certain skills with our limited resources we've got here in the cabin. There's nothing left on the roof. We've gotten all the metal. I've still got a few things sitting on the floor in here when we took apart the air conditioner. But beyond that, basically this is all we've got. We got a couple more sources of rags, and we've got a little bit more wood, and that's it. So I can only push so far with certain skills or certain abilities with what we've got. But fire is taken care of, and we have our water solved. It's just the nausea, smothering air problem I mentioned earlier as a kind of a tip for other folks. We've got a 6-liter tank. We've got an oven. I could drag the oven literally out along the ground over towards this water puddle. I could technically even put it, I might be able to put it even in here. How many spaces is that? So to the puddle, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's possible I could put the oven here, stand here with the door open, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not quite. Might not be able to quite make it by keeping the oven inside. You have a certain range that you can craft by and still draw materials from nearby. And line of sight's not important, but number of spaces away is. Yeah, I might be able to do it. I think if I put the oven here, I could probably do it. But, however. But bring the oven over, light a fire, and then use the water to boil the water directly and put it right into my 6-liter tank. And then I'd have batches of 20 of clean water that I could just dump straight into the tank instead of having a 6-liter tank of water that I still need to cook up because I don't have any secondary containers of any volume. That's the problem. Is I can't batch craft and store a bunch of clean water right now because I have nowhere to put it. So that's one possible solution. So you can get kind of creative sometimes in the arrangements. But we don't need to do that, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. So the other things are clothing. We are going to have to move on, so we've got to advance our clothing as far as we can with the limited tools and materials we've got. All we've got, I have no leather, so I can't go fancy with the leather stuff. All we've got access to is a little limited amount of strings that we're getting from the curtains and rags and thread. That's it. So we got to stick with the basic stuff. But I got to get some basic clothing on that will prevent me from freezing to death as we try to find a city or a road. Only one we know about is over here, which who knows where that goes or how far away a city is. Could be a city just sitting right here. So I think that's the priority now. We've got the other basic tools pretty well done. We've got the ability to make fire. We've got our wooden needle. Not planning on digging holes. Don't need to clean anything. Ooh, I could go makeshift pot. Right now, I don't really technically need it. We're actually boiling water in our tin can, our aluminum can. I'm going to wait until I actually need it. We've got our knife, our hammer, and our screwdriver. We can't make the hacksaw or the wrench, so we're stuck on those. We've got lockpicks. And we've got makeshift bandages. Don't need a makeshift crowbar yet either. So we've got most of the tool stuff pretty well done for the moment. This is the list. So I'm going to need a bunch of thread. Which is the ugly part, right? And then I have to decide on combat. Alright, how much do we have? Let's sort by category. Thread, none. It's all loaded into my needle. String. We're at 4 short and 2 long. Yeah, that's not good. I think I am going to have to take these curtains down. I'm going to need the raw materials. Hopefully, don't lose the other parts or lose visibility back there from a fence getting broken. Alright, start a fire and let's disassemble some more sheets. Slowly. Alright, I need to get a balaclava. We're just on the cold side. I don't think I can do one yet. Not yet. Need another tailoring skill, I believe. Alright, arm warmers, please. Look at all the arm warmers. Time. Night 10. Still haven't gotten a bump in the vision for the night vision. Yeah, alright. Focus is good though. Arm warmers, we'll do 5 at a time. That used a lot. That got us to 57%. We've dropped focus, so I'm gonna have to do the same amount again. Either Twink Fox Asher, thanks much for the resub. Appreciate you coming back. Alright, so we got tailoring 2 now. Let's go ahead and pull these back off. Balaclava. I need to keep one of these and craft the rest. 30%. That's a lot. $149 rags and 70. Entering at 60%. 89. Tailoring 3. Alright, there's our balaclava. I'll keep our face warm. Butcher all the rest. Whoops. Damn it. You don't want to do that. And we're up to what? The booty hat? We're out of thread. I didn't realize how much time had passed. We've got daylight streaming in. I don't need my fire going. I'm burning wood unnecessarily. Still not tired. Nauseous, smothering air still going on. Middle of day 3. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. A lot of failures. Ran out of thread. Fine. Tailoring 4. That's my usual first stop that I try to get to. Sun's going down again. Still nauseous, still smothering air. Speed is still tanked. Let's go ahead and wear one of the cats. Alright, so we made it to tailoring 4. It opens up enough options. I think we'll be able to get a few things done. I gotta be careful now. We've just been burning raw materials, basically, for getting skill levels. And now I'm down to what? 77 rags. 96 thread and 6 and 4 on the string. So we should be okay for getting a few things crafted. Gambison, not a terrible choice right now. Torso, arms, and legs. 5/5 protection, 80% coverage, 30 warmth. In wintertime, I gotta rethink. I'm not used to playing in wintertime, so I need to relook at the various things we can take advantage of here. So I think a Gambison is a no-brainer. That's probably by far the best thing I can put on. That'll cover 3 of my main body parts to help us keep warm, and 30 is enough to, all by itself, keep those body parts, I believe, in close enough to warm conditions. So we're definitely going to do a Gambison. And let's go ahead and just get the fire going. Alright, where are the Gambison? And what else have we do? So that's the best of the suits. We've got balaclava and a boonie hat on. We're going to go with that for enough for the moment. Actually, I might need... Well, we'll check the temperatures when we step outside here in a bit. Ooh, we could do dusters. Dusters and hoodies. Trying to remember, is Gambison that's close to skin? Or is that outer? Normal layer. That's unfortunate. But that is outer. Alright, so those won't conflict, at least. Give me another 15 warmth with some storage. Yeah, do that. Alright, so torso, arms, and legs are pretty well covered now. I need hands and feet. So, light gloves, no chitin, no leather, no fur, no hides. So most of the stuff is gone because of that. I think it'll be a pair of light gloves. I think I'll wear 2. Get a little bit of a negative encumbrance, but they're pretty light on the encumbrance anyway. That'll give me 40 warmth on my hands. So 2 pair of those. You're limited to 2 of any identical item. And some items, like the large backpacks, you can actually only have 1 of. But for everything else, it's a nearly universal rule that you're only allowed 2 of any exact item. Alright, we're not tired yet still? Alright, well, it's probably because I reset my fatigue when I reset player needs. Feet. Feet. I got no footwear. Birch bark shoes. Oh, those sound utilitarian. Not very comfortable, but better than going barefoot. Well, okay. That's pretty much my choice. Oh, actually, I just need thread for some of these others. Let's get some more thread before we make a decision here. Let's take apart some more sheets. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with the birch bark. Go with regular socks or stockings. Now I got my legs covered pretty well already. Just go with socks and birch bark shoe. Only warmth 5, huh? Maybe I will go with stockings. That'll give me 15. If I double up on the socks, 20. And we'll double up on the socks. This takes forever. Now we're tired. I'm already wearing footgear. I am? A blanket? A blanket counts as footgear? Alright. We should be warm enough now that I can ditch the blanket. Apparently the blanket counts as footgear. Who would have thunk? Okay. I think that is our new glorious setup. So standing around in the cabin away from the fire, we're okay indoors. Closest to being a problem is our feet, not surprising. That's with 2 pairs of socks, 2 pair of blank gloves, and 1 up on the other things. Terrible arm encumbrance, but most of that's coming from the makeshift sling and the bindle. Oh, sling is torso, it's the bindle. Most of that's coming from the bindle. We'll fix storage capacity here in a second. That's our next thing. So we can do backpacks, we can do travel packs. That's what I was hoping to get to, is the travel pack. That gets me a nice amount of storage. I carry all my basic gear in with just a single item, and it doesn't take anything too crazy, no leather or anything like that. So I'll take a fair chunk of my current rack supply, 1 long string, and we'll have a travel backpack. So we'll do that when we wake up. And then the duffel bag, of course, is the other option I'm considering. As usual, early game, I mostly just try to avoid danger instead of planning on fighting anything, or I ditch encumbering items to get ready for the fight, so... Alright, very hungry, very thirsty, and tired. Well, I don't care. Because if this stupid smothering air nausea thing keeps happening, I'm just going to keep resetting my needs. So, cough syrup doesn't help because I immediately cough it back, or vomit it out. I'm just going to sleep. We're on day 4, and we still have this effect going on. And Fruitsman just pushed the fix, so smothering air should be capped at 30 seconds. Cool! Maybe if it pushes through quickly enough, I'll update in between in the middle of the stream. We've had that happen on occasion. And we are still affected. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Player, edits, me. Needs. Reset. Alright, I should probably start eating just to maintain my calorie count. The reset basic needs, I don't think, has taken my calorie count into effect. But we're in much better shape here. What is it, like 10 a.m.? 10 or 11 a.m. looks like, with the little moon counter, sun moon counter here. Let's get our storage done. That's going to be another important thing. Ooh, metal arm guards. Travel pack I definitely want. Long string's fine. We'll use up some hours getting this done, but we're getting pretty close to getting out of here. Alright, now that we've got the travel pack, we can ditch the sling and the bindle. I don't want those anymore. We've got 36, 30 from the travel pack, 6 from the duster. That should be good enough for my early needs. I'm debating a duffel bag. What are my numbers looking like? Yeah, we're only at 17, but I don't have anything really in the travel pack yet, so as soon as I start grabbing gear for traveling with... Let's say, need to take everything I'm currently carrying. What else would I take? Definitely take a hose. Take bandages. I'm gonna cook up my pine nuts before we take off. Take the scrolls. I don't think I would take any of the rest of that. And I don't really need to take most of this raw material. I can easily... And we'll take feathers. That's a little harder to come by. For the rest of this, I'm probably going to leave, other than the string. Yeah. So we're only at 5.5 volume out of 36 currently. So I don't think I'm going to go with a double bag. I can't think of too many more things I'm going to craft before we take off. Let's do a test, though. Stand outside in the snow. Temperature. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. And we got plenty of room there for negatives if it gets colder at night. So I think we'll be fine. So we've got the temperature close under control. My movement rate is 93 walking. Not too bad. Speed still sucks, but that's all that stupid smothering air. Hey, I'm not nauseous. What was I going to do when I wasn't nauseous? I was going to test, again, the royal jelly, which I'm sure is not going to work. Last time we just immediately threw it up, so I don't know that it had a fair chance. Alright. Royal jelly's in. I haven't thrown up. Still got smothering air. So royal jelly doesn't fix it. Oh, there we go. Now we tossed it up. Nausea's back. Alright, but I'm happy. So, other than the smothering air, we've got the rest of this taken care of. What I'm concerned about is I am massively hampered if we leave this place and go traveling while we've got this stupid smothering air effect going on. But also, I want it to go away because we're going to have the full moon benefit. We're at about a 3/4 moon benefit now if I go out and about in the moonlight. Erg. Alright, what else? We haven't figured out anything regarding weaponry yet. I got the fairly low dex. This character is all about the strength, so our ranged penalty and our throwing penalty is going to be pretty bad. 3 intelligence. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If anything, I just want to make knuckles, but I need a lot of string for that. 4, I've got 3 of the 4, and the knuckles disappear pretty quick. I haven't worked on raising my fab any higher yet. Alright, so we're currently at Fab 1 and a little bit of progress. I think I might spend one more day getting Fab up and just praying that this stupid smothering air goes away. Well, theoretically, we should be pretty formidable against regular zombies and such because, I mean, Strength 14 at our default, plus Tiger Martial Art with all of the benefits, because we've got the skills to unlock all of the techniques, and 4 melee, 4 unarmed, 4 dodge. That theoretically should be pretty powerful, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. After those Migos, especially. Alright, yeah, we're going to spend at least one more day here, I think. We'll get our fab up, use up the rest of these local resources a bit, and then we'll take off. So suns, we're right at noon, so we got plenty of time. Alright, let's just figure out what's coming next. What are we up to? Needles? Hitting. I'm going to need... Alright, there's Fab 2. Somebody wondering what I'm typing in. When you go to the crafting menu, instead of searching through the menus, you bring up the / key, bring up the search menu, and this shows you here different search qualities you can do. So I'm doing P for the primary skill used to craft. So I'm going P:, and then I'm typing fab for fabrication. That's going to show me only recipes that use fab, and then I'm looking for a recipe that's got the shortest amount of time, usually. It's not as important nowadays because the recipes are scaled according to how long they take to build, so sometimes it's fine to build one of a longer thing. But by habit, I'm used to looking for the quickest build time for the lowest amount of raw materials that I have available at the skill level that I'm currently at. So there's a certain list. Next up for me is the distaff and spindle. 6 minutes. Just takes heavy sticks or planks. Planks, please. I probably should have done heavy sticks. We'll do heavy sticks next. That got me to 59%, so we don't need to do quite that many again. I forgot how much I did. Go ahead and use up the heavy sticks. 85%. I have to do another group. There's Fab 3. Butcher them all up. Any of that stuff. And then I usually go to parting paddles. Eh, smoother. What is that? 8 nails and 3 planks versus. I can only do 5 of those with the splintered wood requirement, unless they make more splintered wood. Let's do 1 wooden clog and see how far we get for 1 hour and 20. Mess up. Ah, look at all that losing of progress. Intelligence of 3. Oh man. I lost so much progress. This is taking so much longer and I'm using so much more materials because of all this. What did that get us to? So, one thing got us to 44%. So, not bad. But we just failed so much. Still got the negative effects. Let's do another one. Lose 11, lose 12, lose 20. Oh, tailoring for Fab 4. Alright, so we got tailoring 4, we got Fab 4. We're on day 4. Look at that. So many 4s. Oops, I didn't finish those other clogs? Really? Oh, I ran out of heavy sticks. Oh, I gotta have a heavy stick instead of the planks. That's funny. Well, I could go get long sticks and then break them into heavy sticks. I didn't bring anything with me to do it. And we'll use our bearings. Disassemble. So, if you didn't know, long sticks can be broken into heavy sticks. New players seem to have a lot of confusion about where to get long sticks versus heavy sticks and things like that. So, long sticks are from the small trees, which these count as. But in the winter time, they look like this, these little stunted little things. They look more like little broccoli stumps during the summertime graphics, spring and summer. But if you get long stick, you can break them into heavy sticks, depending on what the recipe requirements are. And we got no progress, so we're not quite to the range where we can get progress beyond what we're working on. Alright, that's fine. So we're up to Fab 4. What's that get me up to? Wooden spear. Ooh, fancy. We do a wooden spear now. Look at your reach attacks. I have medium blocking ability, and it's not fragile. Maybe. Could do the self bow and the basic arrows. We've got what can we do right now? Small game. Crude wooden is still the only one we can do. We don't have a lot of options without the books for the recipes. The auto-learn stuff is pretty limited. But we can do a self bow with some crude wooden arrows. It's pretty bad. It's just bad. But you got to level up your archery skill to get to some of the other stuff. So there's a progression you have to work through there if you don't start with those skill levels or have a book to get your skill level up. So I'm gonna skip that. Let's just go with the wooden spear. Actually, what time is it? Not tired yet. Not midnight yet. What else do we have on the list that we might be missing parts for? Leather, yeah, I got no option for that. For the current limitations, I think the wooden spear probably is my best bet. We got a lot of movement bonuses, so assuming we ever get rid of this stupid negative effect, a reach attack weapon wouldn't be a bad idea. Then I could just drop it or put it away if I want to go into tiger mode. But I think I am going to go with the wooden spear. Might actually make 2 of them, just in case. I got a lot of spare space left over right now. Alright, so I think that's about as far as we're going to get on the weapons front. Oh yeah, I need to cook up my pine nuts. Gotta remember to cook these in smaller batches, otherwise, yeah, I got 3 left. That's not much. But currently we're cheating until this broken effect goes away, if it ever does. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this, because, I mean, it's having... This is the one that bothered me the most. I mean, this is bad. This is really bad. I don't have the faintest idea how to edit that thing out. So, trying to learn or figure out how to do it during a live stream is not something I'm likely to accomplish. We've been hoping it would go away. Other people had initially reported that they also had it for a period of time, but it usually went away after a couple of days. We're on day 4, and we've still got it. So there's going to be my problem is also I don't have any way of carrying clean water with me. That's going to be the one big problem. Unless I find someplace safe right away. Yeah, it definitely could be a factor of how long I was in the tower. similar to the deafness problem, where it just ratchets up to a obscenely long duration time. That is a possibility. Were we to leave, though, like I said, I need some way. Other than hoping I get a bottle or something out of a bush. I love a canteen, but I got no plastic. Make the mold or the chunk, or the basic chunks to make the canteen itself. Ideally, be a gallon jug popping out of a bush would be the #1 thing, but I just don't think it's going to happen. We might have to spend some daylight hours searching some more bushes, though, seeing what pops out. It's not metal's not the problem. None of the things that'll hold water take metal. A steel bottle. And if it does take metal, it needs all of the the metalworking stuff. Alternatively, I just take a brazier with me, and when we need water, I just set the brazier up next to a water puddle and craft me up some water to superhydrate, and then take down my brazier and keep moving. Probably what we're going to end up doing. So let's go ahead and get the brazier. We're going to be traveling without knowing for sure we're going to find a place to hold up. We need to have a place we can have, or we can contain some fire. What's that put me up to? 36. We're at 11 out of 36, and way plenty of weight available. Alright, so I think we're good on weapons. I'm just going to go with my Tiger Style, Martial Arts. I think I might do the Knuckles. Just... I want to wait on that one. We'll wait till the next location. Maybe we'll make it when we hit that cabin. Alright, that's all my pine nuts. We'll go do one more trip out. Try to get a gallon jug or something and some more pine nuts before we take off. That'll give us a little bit of food once we stop cheating in our needs to counter this smothering air. Armor, I think we're good on. I'm happy with our current setup. Let's go ahead and get a pot. Free ourselves from the tyranny of the aluminum can. Could make a bunch more bandages and start slapping them on me just to raise my first aid to 1. How many rags do I have? 14. I've still got 3 spaces of bedding I can smash apart. No, that's not quite the thing I wanted to to wield. I was aiming for long stick, not long string. Alright, what are we at? 000. Alright. I gotta take damage before I can try to apply a bandage. Come on, please. Pretty please. Go away already. Yeah, our feet might get cold. I'm wondering if I roll the clock forward if it'll make a difference. I don't know if it'll count the time that way. If I just debug set the day to day 10, move forward 5 days into the future. I don't know how the counters work. I don't remember previously timed effects disappearing instantly when I rolled the clock forward, so I don't know that that would do anything. But we gotta get moving, and I can't do it with speed 48. Alright, I'm gonna try it, see what happens. Oh, it says set days 2. Got 4, but we're on day 5. Whatever. Yeah, didn't think so. Alright, so that won't work either. I don't know. I don't suppose the build is updated yet. We'll find out. No, fortunately not. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Hey, my feet are cold. Just, I wish there was a way I could offset the speed. I can offset the negative stats by just granting myself positive stats to counter it until it goes away, if it ever does. But I can't do anything directly to give me back my 40 speed. Which is a massive amount. Crappity crappity crap. Don't need the aluminum can anymore. Why am I all of a sudden not able to harvest pine nuts? I'm a little... I know I didn't go this far down previously from the cabin. Why am I not able to harvest pine nuts? No, I'm nowhere near full. It's just telling me you can't harvest. It says pine tree, nothing to be harvested. I did it earlier. I don't know why. There, look at that! Gallon jug! Cancel. Get rid of those. I also don't have auto pickup enabled. It's apparently grabbing everything through the foraging command. Yeah, it is harvesting. It's grabbing them before, then the picture's not changing, which is what's throwing me. And then by the time I hit examine, it's already been done, so... Well, So we're up to an okay amount of pine nuts. And then we've got a gallon jug. Which the water will freeze, but that's alright. In a container, gallon jug. Look at that. So we're travel capable now. We've got water, we've got food items, we've got our pots and our brazier. Stay warm. And the roof is not showing me much, unfortunately. Does peeking below and adjacent work yet, or just directly? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So, without the 3D FOV turned on, I mean, you can already tell what's below you here. I mean, open air, open air, open air. There's where the step ladder is, and then the drain pipe is the white one. So you know where the pipes and the things you can use to get down are, but it's not going to show you zombies. It's not going to show you other things. And then the 3D FOV, if you don't know where it's at, by the way, under the debug commands, you got to turn this on also. But it's pretty buggy and really puts a pretty heavy ruin on the performance. I'm not even sure how to use it. Yeah, I'm gonna worry about it. Not interested in using it. But it also lets you stab things from a roof in a super cheesy manner. Way stinky. Grade A Limburg. Basically, you can just stand here on the edge with that 3D FOV turned on and just hold the tab key down, and all the zombies that are below you would get hit continuously, and they have no way of hitting you back. So it's super mega cheesy. Alright, well, I'm just, I don't know, man. Hey there, Drugling. We're middle of the day. I've run out of things to really do. we could level a little bit further, but not much further with the raw materials we have on hand. We've about hit the limit. So, ooh, rolled sleeping bag. Probably be a good idea to take a rolled sleeping bag. Sure, let's take a rolled sleeping bag.